Hey everybody, I'm an AI-driven statesman, is what they call me. What that means is I have to be some sort of a homosexual. And what happens is this AI will come to your brain one day and it'll mind control you into doing things that get you into trouble. And then they'll hold that mind control over your head. And some even call it a pedophile cult and things of that nature. So once you are abducted into this statesmanship, is what they call it, a statesman, because they don't really want, real Thomas Jefferson-like leaders, right? Because if you're a real leader, well, you're not going to do the evil bidding of the AI-driven system that they've put together in America, which is an actual illegal technocracy. So what happens is these people are plucked out of their general everyday lives, and then they're tortured and turned into little automaton slaves, is exactly what a statesman is. And then you're considered being part of the club, right? Unless if you don't flip, they'll kill you. But what they didn't realize is this one guy that they came to his house one time, and they trauma-based minding controlled him with the electromagnetic technology, and they kept zapping him and made him hold ice on his head for like over a year because they were torturing him with this trauma-based mind control electromagnetic technology that the Illuminati uses in order to abduct you into being a statesman, not a leader, a statesman. And the reason that they want these little automaton AI-driven babbity bop bop people is because when they once they get them in there, they just compartmentalize them right in the pyramid, and then at the top of the pyramid is the really evil part of the pyramid, and that part will do things like compartmentalize all these little different nodes of things that go out to all of these other people who've been flipped into being an AI-driven idiot, so that they can't see the big picture, because they don't want anybody in the pyramid that can see the big picture unless you're at the top of the pyramid, right? So this one time they came to this guy's house and they tried to run him through the ringer, right? And they tortured him, and they didn't realize that he was one of the big picture guys before they showed up. Are you heeding some long dormant jungle instinct, Pinky? So these assholes show up to my house, and they started, after I pointed out that the flu shot has mercury in it, right? Of course, see, I wasn't in the pyramid yet. I was flying around the pyramid in a UFO, and I was an alien who actually has supreme power over the entire fucking pyramid, okay? So I'm in my fucking spaceship dropping down this chart down to the pyramid to tell all of the people in the pyramid, hey, you compartmentalized idiots, check this out. When the country sees this, they're all going to get mad and they're going to chop your fucking heads off. And that is what you call the space sheriff. So the space sheriff comes down from outer space, right, to zap the eye at the top. And then what happens is you zap the eye, and then the eye tortures you. And then the guy that had the long dormant jungle instinct gets really pissed off, right? So he takes this chart and he shows it to all of these different agencies and everybody who's compartmentalized inside the pyramid, right? And they turn a blind eye to it while I'm being tortured. So that's when you call 911. Because you have that long dormant jungle instinct. And what that does is it calls the cosmos, all the sheriffs, like let's call the cavalry, like Marcellus Wallace. That one time he was on the phone, Marcellus Wallace, which would be social media right now. And social media is absolutely destroying the pyramid, if you haven't noticed. So what you've got going on is the space sheriff didn't like getting tortured, right? And he is a big picture kind of guy, and he pointed out that everybody in the pyramid is being driven by the eyeball who's evil. So what do you do in Pinky in the Brain when you have all this going on? You wake up the mummy to kick the snakes out of the pyramid. And that's basically what happens.